Hi, today we're going to be doing percent of change. So what is percent of change? It's a ratio that compares the change in quantity to the original amount. Percent of change is kind of like an equation. You have the amount that changes over time over the original amount. So that could be gasoline prices, right? So a while ago they were a whole lot cheaper and now they've gone and gotten more expensive. So the price has increased. So the percent of change has increased over time. So in the answer, the decimal representing the percent of change, they has to be written as a percent. So what kinds of changes are there? There is an increased percent of change and there is a decreased percent of change. So when it increases, it is getting more expensive. If it's decreasing, it's a little bit cheaper. So let's do this example. Find the percent of change in the cost of gasoline from 1970 to 2010, round to the nearest whole percent if necessary. So looking at this, you have the cost of gasoline. So in 1970, it was $1.30. In 2010, it was $2.95. So we're going to find the percent of change, or in this case, is it increasing or decreasing? It's increasing because it's getting bigger. So let's go ahead and figure out how much did it change from 1970 to 2010. So I'm going to go ahead and write $2.95, and I'm going to subtract $1.30. So when I do that, I get $1.65, and it increased. So I'm going to write the word increase so I know that it increased this amount. The $2.95 is what it is in 2010, and then the 1970 is your original, and that was 1970, right? All right, so now that we found our change, our formula is the amount changed over the original. So how much did it change? Well, it increased by $1.65. So $1.65. And what is the original amount? So we do the original amount, which is right here, $1.30, right? So then for the original, I would put $1.30. Then in my calculator, I would do 165 divided by $1.30. And when I do that, I get this number, red and blue. So I get 1.269. Now this is not a percent. I have to change it into a percent. And you guys learned how to do that by multiplying it by 100, right? So we move the decimal over twice. So I have 126.9. It did say round to the nearest whole percent. So that would be 127%. And are we increasing or decreasing? So to get from here to here, we increase, so at 127% increase. So I would write a sentence saying something to the fact that the cost of gasoline increased by 127%. And you can put from 1970 to 2010. Let's go to the next question. All right, here's our next question. Yusuf bought a DVD recorder for $280. Now it is on sale for $220. Find the percent of change in the price, round to the nearest whole percent if needed. So first, we need to find the amount of change increase, or did it decrease? So I see 280. It is he bought that, but now it's on sale for $220. So that's now. So let's go ahead and find the change. So I do $280 minus the $220. So this would be the change, and this would be $60. Did it increase or decrease, right? So this is what it was. So this is the original. And then this is the now, the 220 is the now. Okay? So I need the amount that's changed over the original price. So what's the amount that changed? 60. So did this increase or decrease? So it decreased by 60. So the amount changed is 60. And the original price, not the now, but the original was 280. So in my calculator, 60 and divided by 280 is 0.214, and there's some other numbers. Okay? And this is a decrease. So I'm going to go ahead and put decrease here just to remind myself. But this is not a percent. We need to change it into a percent by multiplying by 100. Right? So move the decimal over twice. My decimal goes here. So now I'm at 21.4%. And it says that I need it as a whole number. And this would be a decrease, right? All right, so this would be a about 21% decrease. So use your words. How would I write this as my final answer? And I would say that the DVD recorder decreased about 21%. All right, that's it for percent of change. Good luck.